Kev, come smell my pits. I think this one's actually much better. Hi guys, Jessica here from the Healing Hands Duo, and today I have another product review for you. As promised, I said that the next couple of videos were going to be product reviews because I had a couple companies that sent me out a few products for free just in return for an honest review. And again, if I didn't believe in the product or think that it was working, then I wouldn't be reviewing it on my channel. I did receive this product a little while back, but because of the recent events that Kevin and I have been going through, it's been a while since I've had them, but I have been using them very diligently because I did want to have an honest comparison, because I had actually done a review about Schmidt's a while back, and I will post that up above. If you haven't seen that video already, you can go ahead and you can take a look at that one. And I had said that I had tried dozens and dozens and dozens of natural deodorants, and so many of them did not work for me, and that I had been completely convinced that Schmidt's was my formula until I received this, Zionhealth's Claydry. And so they sent me two formulas here. They sent me the Bold Original formula, and they also sent me the Bold Charcoal Mint. They've actually made a claim here on their sticks here that they're extra strength protection. And I've never really seen anything like that on a natural deodorant. So that actually had me a little bit weary at first, I'm not gonna lie, because I thought, how could you kind of claim to something being extra strength? Because I've tried so many deodorants, and even with the Schmidt's, I had to reapply it throughout the day. But to be honest, I think these things are amazing. And the reason why is because of an ingredient that I've been talking a lot about, which I do want to do an entire video on that as well, which is clay. I've used clay internally, topically, now in my deodorant, in my toothpaste. I use it all over the place just because it has amazing adsorbent, I believe I'm saying that correctly, adsorbent qualities, and that's much different from absorbent. And I will post that probably now across the screen, and I will give you guys the actual definition of what adsorbent means. And this is why I believe that this product is so effective at keeping you smelling great and dry. The one thing I noticed, and I'm gonna start with this formula first, because this one is one that really shocked me, because the formula says that it's original. And so when it said that it was original, I figured I was getting a formula that had absolutely no sense. But it's not. It's actually very sweet, and it's very citrusy. I couldn't even really figure out what the smell was. But to me, it doesn't have a floral smell at all. It just really smells very citrusy. I almost feel like it smells like grapefruit or something like that. The other thing I love about this company is not only do they use clay, and I think it's called I'm going to completely kibosh that word. So I'm gonna just put it like right here, because I can't pronounce it, but it is a clay. On top of having that, which is another thing that I really love, because the other thing about clay is for years I've been using clays topically and internally because they're very healing. So why not put that into a deodorant? It's also very absorbent as well. So that's another reason why I really loved that. Whereas some of these other places use just things like, you know, baking soda, arrowroot and all that. And although that stuff is effective, I think this is even more effective just because it includes those ingredients as well. So first of all, what their very first ingredient here was arrowroot, so that was very similar to Schmidt's. The other thing that they had in here was coconut oil. They had magnesium hydroxide. They had shea butter. It's got baking soda in there. It's got, and I think this is the fragrance that I smell in there. It's actually called yuzu fragrance. And I'm assuming they said that their stuff was all scented with essential oils. To be honest, I've never used yuzu essential oil, but if this is what it smells like, I'm definitely gonna go out and buy a bottle of it because I love it. It's very sweet, it's very feminine, and it's very fresh. To be honest, I've been using this formula here, which was the original, and I actually gave the other formula to Kevin, which was the charcoal mint, because I found, although I love mint, I found that this formula seemed more masculine and this one seemed more feminine, so I decided to give that one to Kevin. So, and again, there we go again. I just did a review probably a couple days ago on charcoal products, and here you're seeing the charcoal again in a deodorant. Love charcoal, love charcoal for helping to detoxify the body. And the other thing that they had in here too, which I really liked, was that they had arnica in this product. Arnica is used in a lot of topical creams and stuff like that to apply to areas where you are having pain or where you've developed a bruise, or you can sometimes apply it to raw skin or tender skin, or you can apply it to muscle pains and stuff like that. So they've actually included it in there, and I think that's great, because why not apply, for us ladies out there that shave our armpits, why not apply a little bit arnica there? So that's something I really liked there as well. Calcium Montmorillonite Clay is very healing. Kevin and I in the past have used things like bentonite clay to cleanse the body. So again, very, very, very healing. I love the fact that they've used that. So I've noticed about this that this actually does in fact keep me a little bit drier than the Schmidt's. So I'm almost kind of sold on that. There's one other thing that's very different between this formula and the other formula that I've heard people kind of complain about the Schmidt's. I know that they do have a sensitive formula, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that way. But the one thing I noticed about their original formula is that when I am done showering, and if I've shaved my armpits and they're a fresh shave and I go to apply their deodorant, it does burn for the first couple of minutes. For some people that are very sensitive under that area, I've heard that it burns for quite a while. However, I have not had that reaction with this product at all. The other thing about it is that it is aluminum free. I can actually show you guys. So you can see right there, it says it's aluminum free. And then that's just the original formula. And then right on the back, right on the top there, they say right there that it's healing, that the clay is very, very healing. And I'll show you the other packaging if I hadn't shown you. The only downfall, to be honest, and again, like I've mentioned in the past, I was a graphics designer. I think that for the product, maybe the packaging doesn't do it justice. I thought that this was an absolutely amazing product, but when I got this and this color, it was very strange. I almost felt like the smell of this, because it was so bright and cheery and light and sweet, it should have like a bright cheery color, like maybe like in the yellows or oranges or something along those lines. It just seemed very plain, considering that I think that this product is not a plain product at all, and I really do love it. I'm from Canada, and I think there's very select stores that sell this product here. The company is going to provide me with a list of distributors here in Canada, because right now I think they're only really exclusively selling to the US market. I believe it's $7.99 US. However, they have gone ahead and they've given me the go ahead to give you guys, and I believe it was called Healing 10. If not, I'm not right. Again, I will post that right here so that you guys could get a 30% discount, especially to the Canadian customers. It will be for any of my viewers, so that it'll help go towards maybe perhaps the shipping, and of course because of the conversion over from the US dollar to the Canadian dollar, since our Canadian dollar is really horrible right now. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is, and I wrote this down because I just wanted to make sure that I covered everything. So the first thing is it contains absolutely no propylene glycol, and I believe propylene glycol was just listed the #1 toxin of the year or something like that. And if I find that information, I will post that on the screen. Secondly, it contains absolutely no aluminum. It's vegan and cruelty-free. It provides extra strength protection, one of the best I've ever used. And I mean, I've used other extra strength formulas, but they were usually riddled with toxins. It's made from all natural ingredients and essential oils. It contains ionic clay minerals, which again was that calcium Montmorillonite clay. It doesn't burn going on like other formulas do. It contains arnica to help soothe the delicate underarm area. And last but not least, it contains absolutely no parabens, which was another great bonus there. Another great thing about this company is that they've reached out and they told me that they do have travel sizes of their products. So if you didn't really want to buy a full large stick like this, you could probably buy a few of their travel sizes and get to try the different scents that way. So now, and the other thing that I noticed, that if I do sweat though, unlike some other formulas where you start to sweat and the sweat does have a little bit of a smell and then you would reapply it, like I didn't have that problem too much with Schmidt's. But the thing is, with Schmidt's, I wouldn't really smell anything. I would sweat a little bit and it would just keep me kind of neutral. Whereas this, it's really weird. And since Kevin's using the other one, he's mentioned the same thing, that if you sweat, the smell of this actually comes out, and it almost makes the smell a little bit stronger. So, and like I said, this is super fresh, so why wouldn't you want to smell fresh all day? I really liked that. The other thing I do want to mention, just to be completely honest, it is one of the more of the grittier, I don't know if you can see that texture there, but it's more grittier. So it's a little bit gritty and it's a bit sticky. I did mention this to the company and they actually had a really good point about that. They said that a lot of companies, that if their stuff glides very well, it usually means that it contains some type of propylene glycol. So that's an issue. And the other thing, just like Schmidt's, what's recommended is that you just kind of hold it under your armpit for a little bit, let it allow the formula to warm up, and then you could probably glide it a little bit easier. Kevin's found that it works really well to just kind of dab it underneath the arm. So again, if you haven't given them a try, please go ahead. I'm not sure what day this video is going to be released, but if we're kind of in the in-between and this comes out like after Christmas but before New Year's, ladies, you need a natural deodorant for New Year's Eve? This has got you covered. Anyway, guys, I hope that review was helpful. I hope you'll go out and give them a try. I do want to send out a shout out to Zionhealth and to the wonderful people that I have been dealing with over there. One lady in particular, I'm sure you know who you are. Thank you very much for being so kind and so patient with me. You've been absolutely wonderful. And again, thank you so much for sending these out. I really do love your products. Anyways, guys, if you haven't done so already, please like this video if you liked it. I would say please don't like it if you didn't, but you can choose to do whatever you'd like. Also hit that little heart on the screen there and subscribe to our channel. And I think that's everything for today. Bye-bye.